starship, captain in an asteroid field. Blast it with your lasers or blow it up your shield.
Hey everybody, I'm Sam, here in IGN's secret underground arcade test facility. It's actually just under my house, it's my garage. I'm going to be unboxing this tiny Asteroids arcade machine. So little, 1/6 size. Asteroids just passed its 40th anniversary, so this is a good way to celebrate that. Let's see what's inside. Oh, it's got a tiny manual. And here it all is, the very tiny Asteroids cabinet. Now, Asteroids is a game that's been lovingly played for about 40 years now, and so this is actually a special edition that shows what would have happened if maybe this had hung out there in the arcade for a long time. It's a rare version of this that that Replicade released with a little bit of wear and tear, but it's still working perfectly, and the wear and tear is simulated. So it's got little cigarette burns on the control panel. It's got a little bit of maybe root beer stains from where people got too excited while playing at Chuck E. Cheese. And it has some other funny things, like this original T-molding tape would have not been blue, so that means like somebody restored that in a funny way. And then the side art is actually faded on one side, like it's been in that 7-Eleven for about 25 years, right up there in the window, and the other side is totally fine because this side was facing the chili and cheese dispensers. So it has a bunch of like cool like little quirks like that. Now, if you're going to get this though, you can get one that looks brand new, like it came out of the Atari factory way back then. Here's some other things that it came with. It came with a control panel overlay that you can swap out, which is actually the Willis overlay. It's an aftermarket thing from the mid-'80s that you could use to, you know, kind of restore your arcade machine. Super obscure. Don't know why it's in there, but it's in there. It came with very tiny coins to play the game with, to coin up with. But you don't coin up with those. You actually coin up by just opening the awesome little owl coin door here, the Ally coin door, which is what they looked like in 1979 from Atari. And you can coin up, or you can coin up by actually like hitting these like little things here. But you can also access a menu screen there and change a bunch of the original settings and stuff like that too. Another kind of cool set of features this has, besides being a, again, fully functional arcade machine, plays Asteroids, is that it has these little tiny Atari volcano buttons, which are really funny, little weird buttons that are on Atari games from that era, and they simulate those well. They glow on the top. It's pretty cool. So let me talk about Asteroids for a second here. Asteroids is a special game. It uses a vector monitor, which means it's not a TV. It's something that's like a TV, but a little bit different. It's got a picture tube and everything like that, but it actually draws the images in a very different way. A way that a couple other games did. Tempest, the Atari Star Wars, Lunar Lander, a bunch of great vector games. People love them. But that means that you know, to simulate it on this like this high-res monitor, even though it's tiny, you have to do a little bit of extra work, and they did a really good job. It looks like a really clean set of graphics in here. It's definitely a playable version of Asteroids. It'll never be a vector monitor, but it's tiny, and it's fun, and you can put it in your very tiny arcade. Replicade has made several of these tiny machines, including Dragon's Lair, which you can see over here, and this amazing coin-operated change machine that you can stick your tiny dollar bills into and get change out of. You can't actually do those things, but you can charge your systems with it. It actually is a USB hub that you can plug all of your tiny arcade cabinets into. If you want to learn more about how to operate this too, it comes with an operator's manual with the original Asteroids amazing graphical package for the manual itself. I love the art on Asteroids. It's just such a gorgeous machine. I'm, you know, not the biggest fan of the Asteroids game, but I do respect it as a work of art. And even in tiny form, it's still lovely. It's still a work of art. Highly recommended. So as I mentioned, there's many more of these tiny, beautiful arcade machines, fully functional, like Dragon's Lair here. We unboxed this recently. Check out that video. This thing has a lot of cool secret stuff going on inside of it too. I really recommend you check that out. For more on those and all things arcade, pinball, old school, retro stuff, keep it locked at IGN.